Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares coming to you live May 29th, Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. Let go. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon. You know what to do. I promise you we work in 2021 is up. Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. I talked about it many times on the channel. First it was a rumor, but now it looks like it's official. They got the fight done. They pushed the date back to May 29th. They're going to accommodate some fans. Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Nevada. They're saying it's going to be open to a 50% capacity. So not the full, the full capacity of fans during these climactic times and everything with the Rona. But it's cool to see Las Vegas starting to open up and things like that. We're getting back to a sense of normalcy. As far as the fight, Devin Haney, Jorge Linares, I like it. I think it's an interesting fight. Devin Haney is very young. He's a champion. And more importantly, he's called out all the top names to fight. Teofimo Lopez. He called out Gervonta. He called out Ryan Garcia. He called out Lomachenko. These are all the top guys in or around his division. And at the end of the day, he hasn't been able to get those fights. And what's even more strange is that boxing seems to allow it with certain guys. Like Devin Haney, even though he's in pursuit of all these top fights, and things like Ryan Garcia is Devin Haney's mandatory. People, for whatever reason, pick favorites and act oblivious to this, and they don't say anything. They don't say anything about Ryan Garcia being Devin Haney's mandatory, Devin Haney being a champion, and it being a good fight, a great fight for boxing, a rematch from the amateurs. They fought probably 5 or 6 times. Both of them have wins over each other in the amateurs. Now we can see what they learned as a pro, and I seem to be one of the only ones pushing for that fight to even happen. So it's ironic. But meanwhile, some of those same fans and racist fans and truly biased fans, they'll say that Jermall Charlo, who's a 160-pounder, is ducking David Benavidez, who's at 168, because the two have been trash-talking each other, even though Charlo's a champion at 160 and Benavidez is a former champion at 168. So you see, again, a lot of the racist and biased fans, old media, they're saying that Jermall Charlo is ducking, and he's not even in the same weight class. All the while, Devin Haney has been pushing for a Ryan Garcia fight. He even went to Ryan Garcia's fight. He was at the Luke Campbell fight. He hopped in the ring after one of Ryan Garcia's performances, him and his dad, and then they were talking to Ryan Garcia, trying to, create a buzz for the fight. And they're in the same weight class, around the same age group, have a history together, like, fighting each other in the amateurs. But those same racist fans, they're not saying anything about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia is talking about fighting Pacquiao, which we know is not going to be the case, and then Tank Davis. So we'll see. Ego Stradamus will strike again. We know Ryan's not fighting Pacquiao, and I also predicted that I don't think it'll be Gervonta Davis next. So there's really no reason for Ryan to not be looking in the direction of Devin Haney. So I'm not mad at Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares, to be honest, because I know as long as the fighter is doing their due diligence to try to orchestrate the biggest fights, the more meaningful fights and stuff like that, and they're really making that concerted effort, then I got to rock with that. And I think Devin Haney is definitely doing that in the sport of boxing. But if you can't get these guys in the ring with you for whatever reason, politics, money, fear of your style, this is what often happens with black fighters. You hear people call black fighters boring, or they can't sell, or runners, when people know they have a complicated style. The particular person like Devin Haney or Floyd Mayweather, guys like that, a lot of times it happens to Afro-Cubans as well, like Edislandi Lara, Guillermo El Chicao Rigandao. When they don't want to fight you, they try to circumvent you. When they can't beat you, they try to circumvent you. And that's the case with Devin Haney. Devin Haney's been calling himself the boogeyman, and based on the responses, it's hard to argue with Devin Haney. People could say what they want, but people aren't rushing in line to fight him. Jorge Linares is. He's a former champion, multiple-time champion. He has skills, so it could be a high-speed chess match. So I'm actually really for this fight. I think it's a nice progressive fight for Devin Haney, and you know, it's a barometer. Jorge Linares, we've seen him in there with Antonio DeMarco. We've seen him in there with Vasily Lomachenko. We've seen him in there with Luke Campbell. So to see how he looks with Devin Haney, I'm for it. Some people are bringing up the fact that Linares got stopped against Pablo Cesar Cano. That's true, but that was at 140 pounds. They're not fighting at 140 pounds. And beyond that, see, this is the part where old media, they want their cake and eat it too. People bringing up the Cano fight, which was at a different weight class, a higher weight class, but then at the same vein, they say that Devin Haney has no pop, he has no power. So which one is it? Why would you be worried about Linares' durability if you also said that Devin Haney has no power? So you can't possibly believe both things you're saying. You can't have your cake and eat it too, you know? So either Devin Haney has respectable pop or he has no pop, like you're saying, right? But people keep bringing up the Cano fight. Like I said, that it is what it is. There's a lot of guys that, I mean, by the time Lomachenko fought Linares, even though he was a champion, he still had stoppage losses, you know what I mean, to Antonio DeMarco and stuff like that. So that's part of boxing. So I'm not mad at this fight. We'll see how it all plays out. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Also, use my link, get TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension to help you level up your content and take it to the next level. I use it daily for videos like this. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.